Dun, 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 dun. Kilted balls.
Yeah.
We were doing like some weird rhythm there. Like both of us were doing a hard rhythm line.
Nice.
I'm sure it'll sound great. Sure it'll sound great.
As normal.
As normal. So, hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Kilted Balls podcast. Ballbuster here.
Killed the dragon chair. Good to see everybody.
Hope you guys have been having a great week. Would you believe that I heard some people were laughing at our last episode?
Really?
And
like in a good way? The way you
not
say it makes it seem like it might not be in a good way.
this time, unlike normally when people just laugh at us, they were laughing at my camera.
Oh my goodness. So
I
I
felt
mean,
judgy.
it looks like you got a new camera and or shined the other one up because you look
Nope,
amazing.
nope. This is the old one.
Okay.
And I don't know how long
Duct
I've
tape
had
on
it. It's whatever's on there. I don't know how old that is, but it's been there for a long, long time. But this new one, I didn't think it would make that big of a difference, but I feel like this is more vibrant. I might have to go back and put some side-by-side videos and see how it
Yeah.
looks.
It's definitely more vibrant.
But I think it looks good to me.
So I forgot to say something to you, and I don't know if you've been getting the notifications, but we can go live on TikTok.
You like took a little pause there.
My brain,
We
my
can
brain
go
stopped.
live
forgot what happened. We can go
on
live on.
the talk.
I was gonna say that before we started, but then I forgot. So
Oh,
I don't. I mean, we've tried to go live before.
how long can we go live on TikTok?
I think it says today's the last day.
No, I meant like
I thought
for
it was like a
how.
normal thing.
Oh, so it's
I
not a
don't
normal
know. I don't
thing.
know. Yeah. You're supposed to have
Interesting.
so many followers to do it, but I think they're just trying to get people excited to go live, and I
Okay.
imagine the audience would grow. But yeah, I was gonna tell you that, but then I forgot.
Dang it! That'd have been fun. That'd have been fun.
Could have been cool.
Hmm.
So I don't know what you have to talk about. I want to, if you have a second, I just want to nerd out real quick.
Could you please nerd out?
So I was, I can't describe how excited I was.
Oh, oh.
Like something happened, and it was like one of those moments, and I'm gonna relate it to another moment. But it was so anyone who's listening, or if you haven't listened, if you're new, welcome. But I now in my life am an avid reader slash listener. Like most years I'm close to 100 books, and just it's something that I do. When I was
Yes.
younger, I was not. Like this didn't happen until later in life. I want to say at least mid 20s, mid to late 20s
I
is
was
when
gonna
I
say it
finally.
was like
Yeah,
mid 20s or so.
yeah. So I think before that, like I had read The Stand in high school and part of The First Gunslinger, and then like maybe like some books that were assigned to us. But anyways, in middle school, and we've talked about this, and we've talked about it with some of our friends on here. If you missed that episode, but we talked about the fighting fantasy books,
Oh yes, fighting fantasy.
and Ian Livingston and Steve. My brain just stopped again. Steve Jackson
Okay.
are both people because I had Death Trap Dungeon and I had Demons of the Deep. So Death Trap
Yes.
Dungeon is an Ian Livingston, and Demons of the Deep was Steve Jackson.
That's
So
pre Lord of the Rings Steve Jackson.
no, you're thinking of a different. Although I did see a tweet recently where somebody thought that they should switch. They can't wait for Steve Jackson to take over for I think Peter Jackson and do
Yeah,
Lord of
it's
the Rings
Peter
stuff.
Jackson. Peter Jackson.
But anyways, so Munchkin was a game that I had played and been on my radar, and once I realized it was the same Steve Jackson, it was just like one of those like this is super cool.
Yeah.
Like this guy seems awesome. Like this was in the 80s, like I was reading these books, and then there's this game which is really fun, and if you guys have never played it, it's well worth the play.
Well worth.
So And we talked about the fighting fantasy books. You roll a d6, you do all the stuff, and that's what I was doing when I was a kid. I'd get in trouble in class because I was rolling my die, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm reading this book." So, anyways, I've been doing a lot of Warhammer stuff lately, and I've liked Warhammer. We've talked about it in the early 2000s. I played. I actually prefer the Warhammer as opposed to 40K, but I like 40K as well, and so I've been playing Tacticus on my phone, which is a 40K game, and blah blah blah. And I can't remember if I talked about it, but did I talk about I bought a 40K book?
No, you did
Can't
not.
remember if I talked about it. So
Ooh.
I was at a game store and I saw this and I was just like, this looks super cool. So it's thick, it's lots of fun. But the reason I'm bringing this up is I cracked it open the other day. I've had it for just a couple weeks, and this was something I did not know. If you knew this, let me know. So I'm reading the very first is talking about the history and everything
Mm-hmm.
about what's going on. But I probably should have marked this. This is great radio. So this is talking about Games Workshop. Well, if you're familiar, Games Workshop are the stores that you can get them if you're not going to
Yes.
your local place. But it's a British company behind Warhammer Family of Games. It was founded in 1975 by three friends: Ian Livingston, Steve Jackson, and John Peake, in order to make and sell wooden games such as backgammon and chess. So when I read that, I was just like, my mind exploded out of my head. So I mean, I love painting the minis. I used to not be a painter, but I am now. But painting the minis, and they have cool stuff. But to find out, like I had no clue that Steve Jackson was one of the minds behind Warhammer, and obviously for
No
what it is
idea. No
nowadays.
idea.
So, and I told you earlier because it had come up where I had mentioned that he's going to be at Gen Con this year. So
He is Steve Jackson?
Steve Jackson's going to be at Gen Con this year. I said that earlier today when we were talking.
So I was just thinking while you were talking, since we were nerding out anyway, I
Hmm.
was going to tell the listeners we haven't gone to Gen Con in forever. We've not gone to Origins, which is another gaming convention, a little bit, but Kilted got me into Dungeon Crawler Carl, which if you have not read Dungeon Crawler Carl, you need to get the audiobook and listen to it. It is fantastic. You could read it as well. I'm reading it, but I've got to say I've listened to a little bit of it, and listening is way better than reading it. So
The
that's
narrator's amazing.
the narrator is fantastic. So today I was talking to Kilted. They're coming out with a game for Dungeon Crawler Carl, and I was looking at backing it.
Yeah.
2 games and a digital thing, and I'm like, ooh, I think I might want to back this. But when I got on there, they had a level where you got to hang out and play with the author of Dungeon Crawler Carl and the narrator who narrates it. And I'm like, oh my god, that'd be so sweet to play test their game with them. And I'm like, man, like maybe we should go. Like maybe this is like a sign. Like even if we just went to run into them, because if you don't know
We're
this,
good at that.
Kilted and I just run into people that we want to meet. Like we don't even have to like schedule stuff. They just find us. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe we should
I
go
don't think because no, we weren't doing this when we were there the one time. So we
with
met.
Ross Lisberger.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that was super cool. We met. I can't think of his first name right now.
Peter, right?
Is it Peter?
I think
So
it's Peter.
the author of Name of the Wind. So Roth. No, Patrick
Patrick, that's right.
something like that. But yeah, and our friend was like standing there talking to him, and he had no idea. Like we had already talked to him and seen him, but our friend was there, and then we're like talking about it later. He's like, "No way!" But he was helping with True Dungeon, and the True
Yes.
Dungeon was from his story, which is amazing as well. And my good friend Matt, he named his daughter after one of the characters in
Well, and
it.
it was funny because you kept telling me about this story and I'd never read it. So Kilted like is the one who lets me know about all these stories. So he's like telling me about this, and we go through this dungeon, and it was based on that. He's like, "Oh my gosh, this is so cool! It's all based on this." And I'm like, "I have no freaking clue what you're talking about." And then we leave, and the guy's like walking in, and Kilted is like, "Patrick, oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan. I love this."
Actually,
Blah blah
I have
blah.
to give a shout out to Jamie. I think it was Jamie that told me about it.
Maybe, but I'm like
So,
standing there. And the guy's like, "Oh, what about you?" And I'm like, "I have no fucking clue who you are." I'm like, "I'm sure your books are amazing." Like, he was this big, bearded, bum-looking guy. I was like, "Buddy, I'm sure you're fantastic." I'm like, I'm excited to read it. And he's like, "Well, I hope you enjoy it." And I'm like, "I'm sure I will. Like, if Kilted thinks it's good, it's probably good." So,
yeah, it was funny.
it was a good time. It was a good time. But yeah,
I didn't mean to
so
interrupt. So,
well, and now you're
Power
saying
Box?
Steven Jackson's gonna be there, and I'm like, how do we not go? Like, even if we just go, like that seems normal. And then yeah, maybe it wasn't 1,000. I think it was like 800.
Okay, not bad. But yeah, they're doing a role playing game based on Dungeon Crawler Carl and a card game, which you can play by yourself or play with other people, I guess. So,
But I'm telling you,
yeah, you can have
listeners,
both of those.
if you haven't like audio booked it, you should audio book it. Or
And
if you
it's
like
not
reading,
just
you
for
can
the
read
nerds.
it.
'Cause, like we've talked about it. We have a good friend who is somebody who would read stuff like that, and she's loving it.
A lot of people I know are reading it. So get on now while it's just becoming popular.
So yeah, that's August. So yeah, we might have to make a decision.
I'll have to look at my schedule and see. Like, I figure I'll just change my schedule around. Screw it. So, speaking of changing my schedule around and screwing it, here's what I thought about today. Do you get Jesse Itzler's like short story thing? Like once a week, he has like a newsletter, and it's like Free Swim, and it's called, and it's short stories from him.
No.
So we met Jesse Itzler, who's kind of, I tried to tell my wife the other day, I'm like, I would call him like a motivational speaker. He would not call himself a motivational speaker. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. I go, he's a motivational speaker for sure. But I think he's just sharing his truths and all the stuff he learns. And it just happens to be motivating. But I go, that's for sure the gig. But he sends these letters out like every week. And you've been looking at a couple different jobs. People have contacted you. You've been getting interviewed. You've been going all of this. I just had an intern who I had to do some recommendations for, and he just got a job, and that's cool. And I was thinking, Jesse Itzler's short story, and it's funny because it's a 2-minute read, and I swear it's like 10 lines. So it's not even like 2 minutes.
I
But
don't know how I've missed this on my radar. But go
But
ahead,
his
keep going.
question is that starts this little blurb is, would you recommend you? And he's like, he goes, I ask myself this all the time. This is Jesse Itzler speaking. He goes, would I recommend myself as a dad? Would I recommend myself as a business partner, as a coach, as a whatever? And he's like, and if the answer is no, then why?
Okay.
And I'm like, what a great like message. Like when you're sitting there thinking about like you being a dad, would you recommend yourself? Like if you were doing recommendations, would you recommend yourself as a business partner? And I thought, though, that is awesome. And then he says something that ties in with stuff that we've been talking about a lot. But he says, most people think success means being great at one thing. And he's like, I don't. Success is being good in all the buckets. Your work, your relationships, your health, your character, like, which we've been talking about. Like, we believe our lives are a blender that you mix all of this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's like speaking our language. Like, look at all facets of your life. And would you recommend yourself if somebody, if you were a stranger, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was a
Awesome.
good
I'm
message.
signed up now. I don't know how I missed that before. I didn't realize it was a thing. I mean, I follow him on the thing on the different.
Yeah,
Um,
fast reads and always good. Like,
yeah,
you know,
I mean when we were at VCon, like the second year when he shaved his head, that I wish I had that. Like that was. I mean, yeah, his first year was really good too, but that second year was
it was
really wild.
amazing. He is so good. He's so
Mm-hmm.
good, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
So
he
thank you
just
for that.
yeah. So a little Jesse Itzler knowledge, and yes, people, you can sign up for his newsletter. They're like 2 minute reads every week, and he just talks about something that he just thinks is like interesting, right? So like
That's
his
awesome.
one for this
Drops on
week
Friday.
was like videos that no one watched, and this might mean something to some of you. It means something to like my wife and Cal. But he's like he just kept doing video after video, and they'd get like 10 views or 20, and rather than quitting, he was like, why does somebody click? Why do they leave? Why do they like one better? And he treated everything like an experiment and just obsessively. And he just kept on going. And each time it improved and then it clicked. And that guy was Mr. Beast, who
Nice.
you probably know who Mr. Beast is, right?
I've heard of him.
Yeah, I mean, he has hundreds of millions of subscribers,
Uh-huh.
right? Hundreds of
Yes.
millions. So, like, I was laughing because he has like his own beef jerky line and everything. And then
Oh yeah.
he made
He's
like
got
a
candy
bar.
bars and stuff.
Yeah, and I guess he went through and he didn't like that. Like somebody would take him out of the box and knock the box down, and they would all break. And so he
Uh-huh.
was going through like all these stores and taking all of them that were broken.
Oh
Like
wow.
he's like, I'm not having people buying broken bars. And so he, like I'm like, buddy, like you should have people doing that for you or whatever. But he's like, it was so expensive, but that wasn't gonna have my name on it and be broken. So
That's awesome.
I
That's
know.
awesome.
So yeah, so anyway, that's what you get by being a subscriber. It's once a week and they're nice, easy things. So
Yeah, that's a. I mean, we've talked about him before, especially with that
yes.
with big ass calendar. But yeah, that's super cool. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I was getting Manson's. So the subtle art of don't giving a f.
Yes,
So I
yes.
was getting his for a while, but his were a bit longer, and I wasn't always reading them, so I'd unsubscribed. But that's a
Yeah.
really good book, and
This one I always think I'll read later. I'm normally really busy, and so I'll see it and be like, "Oh
mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna read that later," and then I never do.
Well, I'm glad you read that one. That's super
That one
awesome.
made me happy, and yeah, it made me read the
So
other one.
if anyone is new here from catching our shorts, real quick,
Oh yeah.
because we've been doing this month, we're doing a special where we're doing some bots,
Mm-hmm.
both crypto and stock trading. So
Yes.
I haven't gotten my stock trading going as much, but I am plus $10 on my crypto bots for the month.
Wow. Nice job. My
That's on Money Snare.
my thing right now, I haven't decided if I like it or not. I made a mini recently that said, I'm still trying to decide
I
what I
saw that.
think, but I did connect it my um to my trading account for crypto, so not for the other one.
Okay.
And its paper trade did money, and then it finally bought. I told it to do Ethereum for the other, and it finally bought some. And I was sitting there looking at it, going, if you sell, you're going to make a percent. Like, why aren't you selling? And I don't think it sold. Like, because
Really?
it'll shoot me a email every time it does stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but it was. I'm like looking. I think it bought it like pretty low and it shot really high, and I was like, oh good, I hope it's like gonna sell, and I don't think it ever sold because I didn't get an
Yeah.
email. Nope, it says it hasn't sold. So and
Yeah.
now I'm
So,
down. So I was up like a
oh
percent, and now I'm
man,
I'm only down 0.4.
you're like, take that percent though.
I know. I'm watching it, and I suppose I could have just sold it on my own, but that would defeat the purpose of the bot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know what the bot's looking for. I don't know how it works at all. You know,
Yeah.
like I've looked it up a
Well,
little bit, but
this money flare, it doesn't even tell you what the bot is. It just says put your money here, and it's a AI quant trading investment plans. They have, I think, 12 different plans.
Yeah.
But the more money you put in, the less your percentage is, your daily percentage.
Oh.
But it's guaranteed. It's, I guess it's guaranteed. So
Oh.
really, and this is still like even Novus said, well, it'll be fun for your listeners, but be careful
Yeah.
because, it, I mean, once we get to the end, we'll pull the money out and make sure that it works. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're putting in like so you start and it's the $50, they give you the free $50, but you can't withdraw unless it's 100.
Okay.
So but you're getting 50 cents every day. So we'll see. I mean, I'll make a judgment at the end of the month, but it goes from, so the $100 bot, it gives you $8 back. It's only 2 days. The bot runs for 2 days and it's $4 each day. But then it goes, the 500, you get 6.25%. It's a 5 day, all the way down to, if you decide you're going to put in the 84, I think it's 84,000, $87,500, you're only getting 3%. I mean,
Mm.
it's a day, 3% every day. But so this is just an early feels. I think they're taking your money and they're investing in other places, and they're guaranteeing you like this small
Which is what
whatever. And so,
you and I talked about doing that, right? We're like, if people want to give us money, we'll invest it and we'll give them X amount a day for letting us do it, which is a great deal.
yeah.
But we're making hopefully way more than that.
hmm So that's what I think's happened, because there's really not anything else you can do. There are those bots that you can pick from. There's like a spot where you can see like how much of money you've made, and like it's got BTC, ETH, XMR, Doge, and LTC on here. You can't
Okay.
even adjust like what you're looking at any of the others. So it's just kind of funny. Like I'm gonna play it out and see. Like I was
Yeah.
telling Gina, like maybe after the month I'll put in a little more so I can do that $500 bot and see, like, am I getting 6% every day, and can I pull that out? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Mine is similar. I'm able to make two bots. I made one to
yeah.
trade stocks on paper, so it's not
hmm
touching an account, and I can like
Okay.
use its signals to do whatever. And the other one is trading Ethereum by whatever metrics it's using, which is
hmm
supposed to be like a mixture of like volume and RSI and all of those weird things that our listeners probably don't care about. And it's supposed to like do it all, like make the trade for you. So it bought ETH, at
hmm
whatever, I don't know, probably bought it at like 2360, I'm guessing. 2370, I think.
Oh man, because I'll say it's 2362 right
Yeah.
now.
So it bought it at 2370, but it bought it like before it went up. And I don't know
Yeah.
what would have triggered the buy, and I don't know what triggers the sell.
Yeah.
you
So
know.
you were able to adjust any of those things, like
No, no, no.
like oh, I want my RSI to be here, or my
I
hash to
can.
be
I
like
can
that,
make I can make my own bot.
because you're making your own bot then. But you just took what they
I
had,
took
which I would have
their
done
bot
too.
because that's what I'm testing, right? Like
Yeah.
I didn't want to use my knowledge. I wanted to use its knowledge, right?
Yeah, that's
And
why I'm not putting in the extra right now, because we're running this. I mean, I imagine people out there have access to $100. Some people don't,
yeah,
but I mean, the $500, like, yeah, I'm sure, but like we're going in this, and I was gonna do 100 on stocks and 100 on crypto. So,
okay.
which I think most people could do, or none of this is financial advice, of course.
No, no, no.
But if someone wanted to follow in our footsteps, coming up with $100 is doable, I would think.
Well, and I think I gave the
Except for
crypto
gas for the
bot.
car.
I think I told the crypto bot that it could trade $500 worth.
Okay.
I'm like, trade like $500, see what you get. And
Okay.
so, like the first trade it made, it only did $100 worth. So I
Probably
don't.
diversifying for you.
Yeah. Oh my god. No, because I only told it to do ETH. You had to
Oh yeah.
specify.
Oh yeah, because you only have one thing you're doing anyway, so you should go all in.
Yeah. But I didn't. So
Yeah.
we'll.
No,
I
it's
mean,
all
I
good.
told it $500, and we'll see. We'll see what it does. So
Yeah. That's
But
awesome.
we'll
Stay
keep you
tuned.
informed, people. We'll keep you informed. We'll let you know. So we have gone a little bit over. So I
Oh,
think it's probably time to end it. I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope life is good. We miss you, and hopefully we'll have more fun tales for you next week. So this is Ballbuster signing off.
Kill the Dragon Jerry. Love you all.